All right, folks. So we got stacks on stacks of books. Lots of books. What a sale. What a fantastic sale. Some DVDs and video games, only a few. I must have been the first one there that was looking at them. There weren't very many video games. I asked how much things were. She said everything was $1 a disc. I was holding this when I asked her. That was $1. Brand new Brain Boost sealed, $1. PS2 Family Guy. I guess I should tell you guys. This actually has $14.99 on it. This is still $15 plus shipping. This Zelda game, I believe, is $35 or $40 shipped. This is $25, or I think it's $35 shipped. It is not leaving the house, though. We do not have this in the PS2 collection, and we do now. Picked up a couple of Wii Guitar Hero. We got Legends of Rock and World Tour. Might surprise you. Might surprise you. Anybody know? These are $15 a piece. And picked up some Blu-ray. Not much, but a couple of good sealed ones. Matrix Trilogy sealed new. Yankees 09 World Champion sealed new. And HD Christmas Story sealed new. I'm going to say at least $10 a piece on those, maybe $15 on the Christmas Story in a couple months when I do list that. And then we picked up this 6 DVD set, 6-volume set of Davy and Goliath, Christian children's cartoon. I did not pay $10. I paid $6. So there were 2 tags on this. I paid $6 for it. That is 40 to 45 shipped. Nice little pickup. Nice little pickup indeed. Did pretty well on the video games and the media. They had some CDs. I picked up a CD. This is Jay-Z and Eminem DJ Hero. Sealed new. This is $15. I paid $1. Great prices at the sale. Absolutely unbelievable. I probably could have spent more money, but I wouldn't have made as much money in the long run. That's the media, DVD, CD stuff. The books. The books are where it's at. Vintage Goosebumps. Not one number one, 2 number ones. So the number ones, let's just say the number ones are $10 a piece. And then there are, a dozen more, and I think they were 2 for $1. So that easily pays for itself, and there's some nice profit in there. I am putting together a full run of these Goosebumps books, these vintage ones. I added 4 to my lot right now. I think I need another 8 or 9 to complete the 70 whatever it is book set. That gets $350. $350. So it's worth keeping these little books around, a stack of 70 of them, and keep the doubles and put that set together. So really psyched to find some Goosebumps books, some vintage Goosebumps books there. We also found the Spiderwick Chronicles. This would have been, I think, the little box set. All 5 of these, mint, unread. I believe these were $1 a piece, and this is going to be, I think, $24.99 shipped. So excellent buy there. Lemony Snicket. I picked up the first 11. That was all they had. They had a couple of doubles. I didn't pick up the doubles because it wasn't enough to really just hold on to. So I need number 12 and 13. I think I have a few of them in a box somewhere. I'm going to check. If not, it gives me something to keep my eye out for. Those, again, were $1 a piece, so I have $11 into those. When I find the other 2, that is a $50 book set. So pretty psyched on that. Picked up a bunch of vintage sci-fi stuff. This stack is Ellis Peters. There are, 10, 15 of these? And this is a $50 book lot. I believe believe these are, let's see what they are. I think they're 80s. I could be wrong. 85. So these are the ones, these are going to be 1980s and a couple like really early 90s, 91, 92 in here. All vintage, all good condition, and again, that's going to be $49.99. Paperbacks were 2 for $1. Right here, a couple more vintage sci-fi fantasy books. This is Catherine Kurtz. These are 2 different series. We have 3 volumes of the Chronicles of Darini. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And then 2 volumes of the Camber of Culdee. I'm going to put these both together. Again, 75 cents a piece. And this 5-book lot's going to be $25. This is one of those things where once you know a little bit, you're dangerous enough. So if you know this logo, this TOR logo is very popular fantasy book logo. Hardcovers were $1. I snagged it. This is a $40 book. And this one is in excellent condition. Super nice. $40. Running out of room, folks. This is Terry Brooks, another fantasy. This is Del Rey Publishing. I always pick up Terry Brooks. A bunch of them together. There's a lot of different series. Terry Brooks wrote a lot of stuff. But the vintage hardcover stuff is worth picking up for $1. So that's going to go on my shelf. We'll get a couple more of these this summer, and then we'll lot those up. 4 or 5 of them, $20-25. Easy money. This was a new one for me. These are vintage sci-fi, again, fantasy. This is by Mercedes Lackey. I have not sold these before. I will, however, be looking out for them in the future. This is 6 books, and they're all in great shape. Again, that lot's going to go for about $40. They were $1 a piece. And I'm pretty sure she had $2 on this Superman Worlds at War. That's a $20 book. Again, really good shape. So, super psyched on that. Some comic book stuff as well. Not much. There was a guy there digging through the comic books right before me, and a lot of the stuff was wavy. You know what I mean? Like the books were wavy. They were all loose, no bags, no boards. A lot of graphic novels, a lot of TPBs, but again, just wavy. So they got left there. They had some cool stuff too. Some Simpsons, some older things, or I would have grabbed them, but again, condition just wasn't there. And the guy before me had, I don't know, an $80 stack, and she wouldn't even budge $1 on it because it was the first day. So I was very picky on the comic stuff. Picked up this Handbook Marvel Universe sealed. I believe this was $2, and I think I'm going to list it for $14.99 shipped. Picked up this Adventure Time TPB. Was $1. Again, $14.99 plus shipping on this one. Secret War was $1 or $2. I probably shouldn't have picked this up. It's got a giant crease on the back for a few pages. I didn't realize, so that's just going to go in the rec room for $2. Lots of fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! 05 Annual, paid $1. Whoops. That's exactly what it's worth. But then right underneath that, we have this Stephen King's Creep Show comic book, oversized comic book, 1982. Trying to be careful here, because for $1, this Stephen King Creep Show book sells for $40. And he's still a creep show anyway. But his book's worth $40, so super psyched on that one. Right below it, still got the $2 price tag on it, sealed. New Xbox 360, Halo 3, official guide. I think the last one on eBay I saw sold was, I think, $14.99 plus shipping. Score for $2. I heard this is like popular and stuff. $2 on that. That'll be at least a $10 book. And then one for myself. $1. Eric Clapton guitar. Love it. Excellent stuff. Excellent sale. Excellent grandma running the sale. I mean, she was 80. If she was a day old, she was 80. And she had a whole yard full of stuff. I mean, tables and tables and tables, hundreds, thousands of books, 1,000 movies. I mean, stuff everywhere. Great prices, great deals, and she was adding me up, and she's going through the fantasy stuff, and she just looks at me and goes, "Boy, you're good." It's just thank you, ma'am, and paid her, and took the stuff to the car, and then came back. And I had picked up a couple more books. And then at the end also picked up this guy. If you saw the last video, we picked up a bunch of Universal Studios popcorn buckets. And I could not leave this guy behind. I paid the $10 for it. And who knows, he might not leave the house. But if he does, he's going to leave the house for $24.99 plus shipping. So super psyched on that. Again, nice little double up and fun to look at. His eyes move. I don't know if you can see that his eyes move. So they got another $10 out of me when I went back, and I had gone through. That was when I picked up. These at the end too, the sealed DVDs, sealed Blu-rays rather. She had a bunch of sealed DVDs, but I'd rather pick up the sealed Blu-rays. I know they're going to move a lot quicker, nice and easy to ship. In one of my eBay padded mailers that I get with my $25 shipping credit, because I have an eBay store. Also, I alternate between the envelopes and the case of tape. And you get a $25 credit, and I think each one of those winds up costing, I think, like $7 or $8 out of your pocket, and you get either 100 envelopes or 12 rolls of tape, and it winds up costing you like $7 out of your pocket. Pretty good deal. Comes along with your eBay store subscription. If you're not aware of that, you are now. That's your money. Go get it. There's a code in your email. Sweet little thrift pickup. I believe they charged me $2 for this, and this is a Bose Wave Radio CD pedestal. It seems to be new, unused. Got the manual in here and everything. Still has the packaging. Still has all the wires wrapped up. So the radio sits on here, and it helps you connect your Bose radio to a Bose CD player. And you can link everything back here. So I snagged it for a couple bucks, and I think that thing is going to sell for, I believe it's 45 or 55 shipped, and that's me putting some tape and a label right on this box. Great score. Great little score. Also picked up at the thrift store for $1. I love little leather bags like that because you never know what's going to be in them. I did know what was going to be in that as soon as I stuck my hand in there. That is a Minolta Maxim zoom lens. Nothing crazy fancy. It's a Zoom XI. Let's see if I can still say this. It's a 28 to 80 millimeter 1x4, I believe is the way you say that. Nothing fancy, but $25 out of $1. We will take that. Both lenses are nice and clear, and it does have the screen on the front, the scratch screen. So lens is in excellent condition. Also picked up a couple of 90s hand puppets, literally 1990 on the tags. We got Matilda and Daffy Duck. And if you guys ever pick these up, and you should pick these up, because not only are they sellable as vintage hand puppets, but you get your little tape measure out, and what you do is you measure across as it's in a circle. So this is going to be about a 3-inch, right? And you also put golf club head cover in your listing with 3-inch. So this way somebody that's got a driver wants to pop this on their driver and hang this out of their golf bag. I sell all kinds of puppets. They don't actually have to be vintage. If you find like the groundhog ones, like the Caddyshack, they sell like instantly. But these will both sell, and these will both be, I can almost guarantee these will both be on a golf bag this summer. Most likely $20 to $24.99 shipped each. They weigh next to nothing. You're talking about a $5 ship on these, and they were at whatever plush price is, a quarter, 50 cents at the thrift store. Which, like I said, I don't usually buy a lot of plush, but a quarter, 50 cents into $20. Else I've messed with before from the thrift shop: Humminbird fish finders. This is the head piece only, but as you can see, it still has the plastic on here. It's never actually been used. It's got the mount for the head as well, a couple of clamps, some wiring, and the manual. So just for parts, this thing is going to sell on eBay, and I actually might put it on Facebook Marketplace locally first, because I do live, I think there's 3 reservoirs in a few miles here, so that could probably go locally, and I'm probably just going to put like $25-35 on it locally. eBay, I think I can get $49.99 for that just for parts. But I can't prove that it works because I don't have all of the power cords. But locally, somebody's going to pick that up, and if they have an issue with it, you're picking up it in my driveway. So it's just books everywhere right now. So from the thrift store the other day, I haven't looked these up yet. This is an American Sign Language index card set. Seems to be all there and still in organized condition. Haven't looked it up yet. For $1, I figure that's got to be worth something to someone. This book is called The Meditations of the Emperor, Marcus Aurelius. It's a translation from something. I haven't looked it up yet. I mean, it was like 10 cents, so I just thought it was cool. Warhammer, not something I thought was anything, to be honest with you, and it is in reader condition. It's kind of yellowy. It's a little beat up. Warhammer, this is a very large book, as you can see. It's called an omnibus. So this is a compilation of numerous Warhammer books. This is a $40 book. So if you ever see the Forges of Mars Warhammer, pick that up. That's a $40 book. Speaking of red, roached out books, The Curse of Lono, Hunter S. Thompson. This thing is falling apart. Does not smell, thank goodness. It is yellowy. Some pages were actually popping out of the thing. So I tried to just hang on to it in the condition it's in. It's still a $20 to $25 book because it's Hunter S. Thompson. So, nice little thrift store find the other day for, I think what I paid was, 40 cents? Or maybe this was $1, so maybe I'm into this for, call it $2. Nice little haul right there. Couldn't be happier. The total on the yard sale buy. So, we spent $80 on the couple of video games, Blu-rays, the Davey and Goliath set, and all these vintage and the Goosebumps books, the Lemony Snickets, this whole lot of books, and I paid $80 for. Retail, if I get what I want for everything, I'm looking at $650 retail. Not a bad little yard sale stop, if you ask.